Hello everyone, and welcome back to our PyQGIS tutorial series. In today's video, we'll be diving deep into how you can examine the fields or the column names of a loaded vector layer using PyQGIS. For today's demo, we'll be using this sample shapefile named District Capital. We'll begin by loading our PyQGIS boilerplate. If you don't know how to do that, I will direct you to our video on how to set up PyQGIS on VS Code. In that particular video, we went through how to set up our PyQGIS boilerplate code and then how to set IntelliSense and auto-completion in our PyQGIS projects. So to start, we'll just type PyQGIS and then we'll be given the autocomplete to complete our boilerplate. We'll press enter and then we have our PyQGIS boilerplate. In this video, we need a particular class in PyQGIS called QGIS vector layer. So we import that. We have now imported our QGIS vector layer class. The next thing we are going to be doing is loading our vector layer. With this line of code, we are going to first set the path to our shapefile layer. Then we are going to create a PyQGIS vector layer class with the paths, the name of the vector layer, and then the provider. We've gone through this in our previous video on how to loading 6 vector data sources in PyQGIS. So you can reference that video for more information. So after we've done that, the next thing we'll do is that we have to check the validity of our layer, of the vector layer class that we have created. Next, these 2 lines of codes. First, check the validity of the vector layer class that we have created. If it is true, we print layer loaded successfully. If not, it prints layer failed. So we can run this code to check if the vector layer we have created was run successfully. As we can see, the layer was loaded successfully. The next thing that we have to do is that we have to call the field method in our layer class. So in order to get the field of the layer, we've called our fields method on the layer class. As you can see with the hints that we're getting, which is a QGIS fields. So the QGIS fields is a list of all the fields in our vector layer. So what we can do is that we can loop through the lists to get the individual items or the individual field in the fields list. So we'll do that by using the for loop. For fields, we are going to print the field name and then the field type. When we run this script and we haven't made any unforeseen mistakes, then we should get a list of the field name and then the field type. So let's run this code to see what we get. So now we have the field name area, which is the type, which is real, and we have the parameter with type real. So the real means it can either be an integer or a float. So real, that's what the real number is. We have the cover distance 1, name cap, and on and on and on. In order to check if what we have here is exactly what is in our district capital vector layer, we can load it in QGIS software and then check the attributes layer to see if it corresponds to the one we've had here. So we can do that by moving to our QGIS software and then drag and drop in our vector shapefiles in our area, in our map area. We open our attribute layer, and as we can see, the field names, alright, the field names here is the exact same thing that we have here. So there you have it, a list of all the fields in our vector layer along with the data types. This information is usually essential when preparing for any data analysis or manipulation tasks. You usually need to know what fields that you have in your vector layer, and what type is it if you want to perform classification analysis and such. So that wraps up our tutorial for today. With just a few lines of code in PyQGIS, we can efficiently examine the fields of any vector layer, be it points, polygons, or lines. Be sure to subscribe for more tutorials like this and drop your questions in a comment below. I appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and share the videos. See you in the next video. Bye.